This is Phil from AndroidCentral.com, and this is the Sony Z Ultra Google Play Edition. All right, so here it is. Let's get the requisite unboxing out of the way. The Sony Z Ultra. Now, again, this isn't the Xperia Z Ultra. It's just the Z Ultra because it's the Google Play Edition. Here it is. Guys, this is a big phone or a small tablet. Take your pick. We'll show more on that in a second. But this thing is giant. That is a 6.4-inch display. We'll fire it up here and flip over to the back for a second. There's also some protective plastic on the front I took off. But here on the back, you get instructions for... well, a couple ports on the side, and that's important. This is actually kind of a waterproof device, and everything is locked up nice and tight. So up here on the top left is where you will find the micro USB port. These all have nice rubber gaskets on them as well. And where's the other one? Not on that side, it's on this side. And on this other side, you have the ports for the SIM card and a micro SD card. So you have expandable storage here. That's kind of a big deal for a lot of people. I get that. So cool. So it's nice that you have instructions for that. There's the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. There is your power button and your volume rocker, as long as we're walking around this thing. You've got a little lanyard holder thing there. And the speaker down on the bottom edge, and that's it. Well, save for the little dock port here on the side, so you can do wireless charging without dealing with that port. So we're all powered up now, and we'll take another look at that here in a second. But first, see if there's anything in the box of any sort of consequence, and the answer is no. You've got a charger, and you've got a micro USB cable, and again, just a micro USB cable, none of that cool wireless dock stuff yet in this box. So back to the phone itself. This is the important part. And again, this is Sony's triluminous display, 6.4 inches, so it's got a little custom software. We'll see that in a second. The lock screen is typical KitKat, right? Really nothing special here. You've got the white navigation bar up top, but no transparency, so no great surprise. There's Google Now, so again, you can't scroll over to the left like you can on the Nexus 5. That's kind of annoying to get to Google Now and all that awesome search stuff. You're going to have to pull up from the home button here, right? We're used to it. It's frustrating. I have a feeling if you hack that Google other launcher from the Nexus 5 onto it, it's going to work just fine, right? So here's your app drawer. Again, nothing strange here. Just all Google apps. One thing that is missing, however, is the gallery app. So that is Photos is all you have now. From an end user perspective, it's just fine. You're not going to notice at all. But for those of us who have been using this thing, just bye-bye to the gallery app. Dive into the settings as long as we are here. So again, everything looks normal. Android 4.4, not 4.2.2 or anything yet. Imagine we'll get an update at some point fairly soon. Weeks, months, I don't know, but sooner rather than later. Here is the display thing I was talking about. So this is Sony custom software. We've seen it, custom software in other Google Play editions, so it's not surprising. This is only a 16 gigabyte onboard storage device. You've got about 12 gigabytes left over, but again, you've got a micro SD card. So let's hop into the sound settings because we've got another piece of custom software here you see up there in the sound effects. So that's from Sony. You're not going to get that, say, on the Nexus 5 or the Moto X or anything else. So you do have some custom software, and that's good. I like to see that because you get a little bit from the manufacturer and a whole lot of Google, and it really is kind of a nice marriage. Now, you can't talk about the Z Ultra without talking about the size. So here it is next to the 4.7-inch Moto X. We'll turn that screen on so you can see it a little better, and just look how much taller it is. The Z Ultra is incredibly thin, though, so that does help out a lot, but the damn thing's huge. So here it is next to the Nexus 5. Again, just about 5-inch display. That's usable display. The phone itself is a little bit taller. And here it is next to the HTC One Max, and its 5.9-inch display is dwarfed by the 6.4-inch Z Ultra, which is kind of funny for me to see because that used to be the biggest phone I had here. Here it is next to the Nexus 7. So that's the big question, right? Is the Z Ultra a tablet? Is it a phone? I don't know. Call it what you want. It's actually thinner than the Nexus 7. It's really, really nice. So there you go. I'm kind of inclined to call it a small tablet that has a phone in it. Anyway, there you go. A quick look and hands-on with the brand new Sony Z Ultra Google Play Edition. That's it. We're going to see you later.